Hi guys, this is an interview with Random Content Sis. She sent me some questions and I'm going to answer them. Let's go. There's two categories, music and Eurovision. So question one of music, what got you into music? I think music started for me around secondary school. I was never really into the arts or anything like that. I was quite a shy child. It wasn't until I started a drama group afterwards and I really found my feet in it, and I started doing performances and like Midsummer Night's Dream, Annie, things like that, and I really got into the musical theatre aspect first before music myself. Started to record my own music was probably a few years ago. I was really into songwriting but didn't know what to do, didn't know who to show, and I took the leap of faith and I haven't looked back. I love doing it. It's one of my favourite things to do in the world. Question two, who are some of your biggest influences when it comes to music? Now, I've got a lot of different influences. As you can tell by Eurovision, there's so many different artists, so many different styles of music. I think in my household where I live, we've got so many different genres going around. We've got old 60s songs, there's grunge songs, rock songs, pop songs, musical theatre songs. But for me personally, it's from the 90s and 2000s is my main kind of inspiration. But at the same time, my songwriting inspirations are probably someone like Demi Lovato, who writes all of her own songs. You can tell there's a lot of emotion and heartache in the lyrics, and it's something I try to encapsulate in my songs too. Question three, you met Cheryl Cole. How was that? That was fantastic. I actually bought tickets to a meet and greet tour in 2012, and I was in line for the meet and greet. And we stood outside and I thought, wow, I followed this lady for ages, for so long. What am I supposed to do? What are we supposed to talk about? She doesn't know who I am. Turns out, went into the queue, met her, and we spoke about tea. Because I was so nervous, I didn't know what to say. She signed a CD for me, and we just spoke about tea and what her favourite tea was and tea bags. Hashtag British. Question four. On the week 12 of your live stream, you said you're a 90s kid. What stuff of the 90s are you listening to? Well, if we're talking music, I'm listening to Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, Take That, the Spice Girls, All Saints, anything from the 90s. Literally, S Club 7 or Steps, anything from the 90s is my jam. I just think it's got a real good formula to the songs. Like it's not dated like 70s and 80s, but it's got a great formula to it, and it's songs that you can listen to today and it still has that same sort of impact on you. Question five. What inspired you to write Whipped and Feel? Now, they are two very different tracks. Whipped was written from quite a dark place. It was about a relationship that really took a toll on me mentally, and that I found that I wasn't myself anymore. It was quite a mentally abusive relationship. Somebody was taking me for granted, using my good nature against me, and it was only when you look back on that situation that you start to not recognise who you are. I feel like all the good stuff comes from the heartache, especially when you're writing songs. It's a shame, but it's just the way it is. And it was that I really feel like I needed to get off my chest. And a lot of the connotations in there are true. Should have listened to my father, he saw you through and through, predicted all the outcomes, and he knew just what you do. Should have listened to my mother, always told me not to bother, now my heart has been slaughtered. It's all completely true. And I feel like with the raps, I emote a lot better in raps, like emotion-wise, I invest more. I feel like they're more personal. So I try and write a rap, but then I turn it into a song. There's so many different ways of going about it. And Feel, which is out now, I actually wrote from a really good place, from about somebody helping you get through a tough time, and then you wanting to help other people get through a tough time, just with positivity and lifting people up. And the world should revolve around positivity, not negativity. Right, now we're on to Eurovision. Question one, when did you start to follow Eurovision? Well, I started in around 2006 time. I kind of heard about it here and there, but I watched a semi-final, and well, it was our national finals, and it was Scooch, and I was really interested in Scooch, seeing what they were all about. And it was them versus, I think it was Cindy in a national final, and Terry Wogan and Fern Cotton actually got their wires crossed, and they both announced a wrong winner. Terry Wogan announced Cindy, and Fern announced Scooch, and the winners were actually Scooch, but there was uproar, and it was that sort of controversy in the live TV that really got me into it to get going. And there was, I suppose, I've been on and off from 2006, but then not really hardcore until like 2017, something like that. Question. Who are some of your favourites at Eurovision? If we're talking, are we talking recently or all time? I think all time, Alexander Rybak, obviously that's the the winner that got me into it. Loreen. This year I really like The Root. Obviously I like Rocco Blažević. Who else from this year? I really like Little Big, and I'd never heard of them before Eurovision. Mahmood, Diodato. There's so many people that I didn't know existed until this, and they're people that are famous around the world. So it surprises me a little bit. Question 3. If you were at Eurovision one day, I hope, in brackets, bless you, what type of music would you like to present at Eurovision? Well, if we're talking about from the UK, I feel like we need to take something to just stand out. I don't feel like we need to aim to win or to take something groundbreaking or boring or any ballads. I feel like we just need to make an impact enough to get on the left-hand side of the board to be remembered for the next year. We just need to get in the people's hearts again. That's all we need to do. Send a bop. Send a good old bop. Question 4. In 2019, Rocco Blažević was your champion of 2019. What do you think about The Dream? I feel like it's a really good song because it's a ballad. I'm a bit of a sucker for a ballad. But at the same time, I think the whole performance and everything around it is pure. Like the whole all in white, the wings, it's great staging. I loved that. And I feel like the song really speaks a lot because the lyrics, I really connected with the lyrics, as well as the whole kind of 90s feel towards the ballad, like a 90s formula. Hang on, what lyric was it that I really liked? We have lived the darkest night, waiting for the day. Now the time for us is right to arise and say. Is that the right lyric? It was that one, and I thought, wow, that's a really strong and personal lyric. And it's just little bits like that you can connect with in a song. It doesn't have to be a lot, it doesn't have to be the melody. Sometimes the lyrics are stronger than the melody. Question 5. As we say in Croatia, sugar on the end. Sugar on the end. We say a cherry on top. In the UK, we say, oh, just put the cherry on the top. Please write/send me a message to me and my Euro friends. All I want to say is thank you everybody if you've supported me, or if you've been watching my videos, or you're watching Emma's videos because she produces some random content for you guys. It's just great to have everyone's support and that we've made this community and that everybody, we know each other's tastes. It's not a case of, oh, you don't like Russia. I love Russia. That means I don't like you. People are more mature than that nowadays. We understand that everybody has different tastes, and I'm really pleased that the community that we have built has really replicated that, and we've really started to appreciate each other. So thank you for the positivity, thank you for the good vibes, thank you for the support. Stay tuned, lots of stuff to come your way, and I'll see you soon. Take care everybody. Thanks for the interview, Emma. Make sure you subscribe and like the videos.